What's going on? Rob at 3STRONG here. Today I want to talk about your diet. Well, I want to talk about different diets because there are so many different options out there. It's ridiculous. There's always a different kind of diet that somebody can be on. But granted, I don't want to present this in a way of, most people think of a diet as this is a way to lose weight. A diet is just what you eat. What you eat is your diet. And you can have a crappy diet, or you can have a healthy diet, you can have a good diet, you know? So whenever I use the term diet, I'm simply referring to how you eat, period, regardless of the quality of it. And so there are different kinds of diets, different kinds of lifestyles, many different ways of eating that are being promoted now. There are pros and cons to each side. Am I telling you how to eat? No. But there are options that are going to be better than others. And some of these are purely just based on beliefs. I'm going to present one of those diets. But I'm going to present 3 different diets. I'm really going to focus on everything as a comparison to the traditional food pyramid. And then I'm going to talk about 2 different diets, the paleo diet and the vegan diet. I'm going to talk about mainly the paleo diet tonight, simply because there's not a lot of time. Okay, so in the middle here, let's get down to it. The traditional food pyramid consists of most of your calories coming from refined grains. So this is your breads, your pastas, your starches, things like that. You know, up to 11 servings a day of these grains. And then you have some fruits and some vegetables. So as you can see, most of this is going to come from some sort of carbohydrate source. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Some dairy and some meat. So we have a lot of carbohydrates, good amount of fiber, very little proteins. Then half of that will be from dairy. And then oils and sweets are going to be in moderation. This is what the government is promoting to America, the fattest country in the world. I have my own opinions on that, obviously. Okay, let's move over here. The paleo diet. This wonderful paleo diet over here. If we compare the traditional food pyramid with this paleo diet food pyramid, and let me explain that the paleo diet is based on the Paleolithic era, the hunter-gatherers of our ancestry. They're the ones that, you know, whatever you could hunt and pick in the forest is what you're going to eat. So you're really just kind of scavenging around. So primarily, this is a meat-based diet. So you're hunting this, you're picking this, and you can live a long, healthy life, whatever. Anyway, so this is a big emphasis on animal proteins and fats. Most of your calories are going to come from proteins and fats. Great, awesome. Next is going to be vegetables, so lots of kind of crunchy, leafy greens, fibrous vegetables, things like that. Some fruits, so very high emphasis on kind of not calorically dense, but nutrient-dense food, high in protein, relatively high in fat, very little sugar in terms of the fruits, and then we have some of our nuts and seeds, which again is kind of primarily fat. Notice there's no grains, so all this grain section of the traditional food pyramid is just gone. You wiped it out. So breads, pastas, any of the refined grains, corn, anything like that, not even in the diet. Don't even worry about it. It's whatever you can kill or pick, and that's it. So it's really simple. I mean, notice how we have all these lines and all the stuff going on here. We've got to have a mix of all this stuff. And really the paleo diet simplifies it to meat, vegetables, fruits, and some nuts and seeds. And that's it. A lot of people are going with the paleo diet now and are having a good amount of success, mainly because it's taken out these refined carbohydrates. You've taken a diet of high carbohydrates and just completely cut that out, so now you're not going to be storing as much body fat. The only problem people run into is that now what they're doing is this can easily turn into the bacon diet. Well, you know, pork is meat, and I'm going to have some bacon in the morning and every morning. And this might not necessarily support your weight loss goals because now you've added in a bunch of bacon, and then you have some vegetables, and then you mix it with fruit. So you're having a high-fat, high-sugar diet. That might not necessarily support your weight loss goals. Are you healthier? Yeah, because you've cut out some of these refined carbs, which are ultimately, if you don't use them, they're just going to be stored as fat. But we can kind of sabotage ourselves by not really following this pyramid as it's laid out. So you got to go with the meats, a lot of vegetables, some fruits, some nuts, and that's the paleo diet. Next time, I'm going to talk about the vegan diet and how it compares to the traditional food pyramid. Okay? See you tomorrow.